Welcome to the Cuzn Collective New Year's Eve special. I am your girl Capri,
And I am Monet.
and we are officially launching our podcast on January 19th, y'all. And we will be uploading new videos every Wednesday. So please be sure to subscribe to our channel and be sure to like the videos, starting with this one, because that's going to be the only way we're going to really know if, we need to put more content out like that or not. So let's get into it. We ain't gonna hold you. We just wanted to do something to bring in the new year. Um, since our podcast doesn't launch until after the new year, we kind of wanted to kind of do something, you know, sooner, even though it's a couple hours sooner, but sooner nonetheless. So, what have you been up to, girl?
Nothing. Just trying to rest and get over the holiday chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Just been chilling. How about you?
Same. I I didn't have to cook this year.
That's good.
It
Me
it
either.
was it wasn't planned, but that's what it ended up being. I um had to go see my mom on Christmas, and not that it wasn't planned to go, but they slept in late, I slept in late, and just we just kind of let stuff flow because we're not traditional anyway over here.
Mhm.
Um, so when I decided to get up and go, in my mind, I said I was going to get up first thing that morning and go see her, but that turned into like 12, 1 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I don't remember. It was definitely in the afternoon. So uh, Khalil and his girlfriend cooked. I taught him how to make the mac and cheese over the phone, um, and it was good. It
That's
was really
good.
good. So now he want to be all fancy. Come on, next time, next time.
He's trying to have you pass the torch for the mac and cheese now, huh?
Like, bro, don't be messing with them. He said, my next time I'm gonna do something. I was like, don't be messing with the recipe. But he was just talking about different types of cheeses, and I'm like, okay, as long as it ain't the
Yeah.
taco cheese, because I only put that in tacos.
Yeah.
But I've put different cheeses in mac and cheese, and it always tastes good. But just don't deviate too far from the recipe, because people be trying to do the most in the holidays, and some things just need to be left the way they are.
I agree. I agree.
Oh gosh. So anyway, let's move on so we can, we don't want to hold you guys. So we are going to talk about what we are taking from 2021 into 2022. It can be anything. It can be one or two things, three or four things, whatever. So I'll let you go. What are you taking into 2021? What have you learned from 2021? Either or.
um, I need to work more on my self care for my mental, especially with me being working from home now. It's the new normal. I stay in the house a lot. I don't I don't get much outside interaction at all. So and it's starting to drive me crazy a little bit. So 2021 has taught me that I need to do something more, maybe like open my windows, open my blinds, step outside because I'm one of the people that don't take a break at work. Step outside for a break, take a walk, something um, to kind of help me in my mental. Um, Communication is another thing that I've learned that my family, my household has been lacking. So in 2022, I plan to do some exercises with my family to help us communicate more and spend more time together. Um, 2021 has been emotional. It's been a lot of ups and downs from carried over from 2020 as well. This
Yeah.
pandemic really, mm, it really touched some things. But I think for the most part, just self care is going to be the most important thing for me, and the communication in my family that we're working on in the next year.
Okay, good. Good. A little self awareness there. We always team self awareness over here.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I'm just gonna say the same thing. Getting out more. I have two things. Getting out more. Definitely because I like to leave the house.
Yeah.
I don't make. I'm not. I don't. I'm not like. I don't regret it, but I don't want to become so unattached from just life and the world. And I don't necessarily have to get out to go see people, but I do need to get out because
Yeah.
there is so much this is going on. And sometimes I don't leave the house but once a week because I work from home, right? And when then we get off, you jumping in right into my business, and then it's sleep, and then it's get up and do it all over again. And I leave the house when I have to go run errands, or that's pretty much it when I have to run errands. So I was running errands the other day, and there were just so many things. I was like, oh my gosh, so much has changed.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I mean, even the highways, I'm like, oh,
When they do that.
yeah. There's this,
Yeah.
where is it? They are building something up here off of I-40, like right across from the mall, Cary Malls, like some kind of, I don't know I think some of them are going to be apartments, but I think it's going to be like a little area, like a little something like North Hills, right? That's what it looks like it's going to be, with the apartments and storefronts. That's what it looks like. I haven't looked it up, but I remember when they broke the ground and they started, doing the foundation. Girl, they got buildings up. I was like, wow, and that's around the corner from my house.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to get out more, even if it's just for a drive, like we were talking about the other day. Um, just get out. The other thing that I'm taking into 2021 is the thing I talk about the most, my peace. I'm going to take that to 22. I mean, taking into 2022 from 2021. My continued peace. It's always at the top of my list, because I spent a whole lot of my life unhappy and with my life and myself. And I've allowed like people and situations to, get me in dark spaces. So because it's my responsibility, it's your responsibility, people, to focus on your peace.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility and how you control yourself and how you deal with life. So it took me some years, but I put forth effort every day to stay like in my peaceful. I used to call it my circle day zen when I used to work at Wait Med. 'Cause, it's fancy. Uh But yeah, that's what I'm taking into. Like I told you the other day, I have daily objectives, two at the top, or to make people laugh, make someone laugh, and to laugh myself, which I don't ever have a problem with that. As long as there's TikTok, I'm gonna crack it. As long as there's I'm gonna be in here dying. But to laugh and to make someone else, at least one person, laugh a day. And that's just part of my effort to stay at peace, because that's what makes me happy. Laughter makes
Yeah.
me happy. Um and I need it in order to function, because
Absolutely.
not saying I can't deal with stressful situations, because I can, but I'm better off as a person when I can stay centered.
Yeah.
My mind is clearer, and stress is obviously lower, and everything is just easier when you find yourself in a peaceful state. So
I want to touch on one more
that's
thing
one.
about 2021
Mm-hmm.
and what we've learned. I know we've had conversations, and I've had conversations with others, and I just want to, let the people know,
The people.
um, the pandemic and people working from home or doing school virtually, and Uber Eats is booming, DoorDash is booming, Instacart, order your groceries, have Walmart deliver it. All of that stuff has really disconnected us from human interaction. And so I know we've had conversations about anxiety whenever we get around a bigger crowd. And it may not even be a huge crowd, it's just
Right.
more than what we're used to. So if anybody out there is experiencing that, you're not alone. But we've had this conversation, and I know for myself, I want to start introducing little by little, as safely as I can, being around people, seeing people. And it don't have to be me going to somebody's house or going out with somebody specifically, but just reintroducing myself into literally society again, because I don't get much of that. And when I do get that, I freak out um internally, and I hide it. I don't really be like telling my husband like I'm having a issue. I hide it a lot, but I'm not. I shouldn't be ashamed of it.
Right.
Nobody out there should be ashamed of it. I feel like it's perfectly normal because we have been locked down or shifted from our norm for 2 years almost.
Yeah.
2 years. Two.
Well, yeah. 'Cause I had my issue. I'm gonna just go ahead and share it, guys. I had bought a ticket to a comedy show back in September, I believe. Didn't think anything about it. Was excited. Had on my planner. Had my ticket sitting up here on my desk. Wouldn't misplace it. Went, got my hair done, was getting ready, and while I was sitting in the salon to get my hair done, um, it hit me like, you gotta go to a venue. While it's not an arena, it was still pretty big.
Yeah.
And I had never been in that particular space before. So I think I made it worse, but I started to Google what it looked like on the inside. And the tables were like put together in rows. So that meant there's somebody sitting next to you and across from you, just like that. Just like at a cafeteria at school.
Yeah.
And I lost it. Long story short, I didn't go. I don't regret it, but I do want to be able to get out there. But then at the same time, it's also about other people. Some people don't respect space. I don't I don't judge anybody for being vaccinated or not vaccinated. Do what you do. Everyone has their reasons for it and not getting it. My thing is still respect the space. And still just just respect people's space and know that. And also, if you know you're sick, just stay home. So that's what I have an issue with, because I do work in healthcare. So, and I was in it the
Yeah.
first month
When it first
of it.
started, yeah,
We didn't
you were.
even, I was in there, out there, swabbing people and putting myself on the line. And we didn't have, at the time, we didn't know nothing. We didn't know anything about, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to handle this? We were just, it was crazy. And so I think a lot of that, obviously being there, obviously caused some of my anxiety. I don't feel like I had anxiety in the beginning. Well, I don't think I had anxiety in the beginning, because it was like, then the layoff happened and I went home and I was home, so I was good. But like you said, it wasn't until you start getting back out there you start realizing, like, wow, like I am specific. I am not specific. I am picky about who I go around,
Yeah.
which it really isn't.
Yeah.
Now I still go do things, like we go out to eat,
Yeah.
when we get together, but we go to places where it's just not that many people. Sometimes,
You're not on top of others.
yeah. One
Yeah.
place we went to, there wasn't anybody in there but us, so we was like, bet. So, or we sit outside.
Yeah.
So, you're right. We have to slowly reintroduce ourselves to society.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah.
Yeah.
So
So nobody is alone. If you're experiencing that out there, you're not alone, and it's okay. And I don't want to say it's normal, but it's understandable
mhm.
because we have literally been
Yeah.
retrained mentally.
Mhm.
Some of us have handled it pretty well. My husband is one of those people. He does not feel like that, and but he
Mhm.
goes to work every day.
Yeah. He
My
never
kids are in
really
school,
was,
so
he
they're
never
not.
really came out of it. He
No,
had to just adapt to,
wearing a mask,
yeah.
and that's it.
And I think another part of that, the other part of that is, me and my science project sinus issues with the masks and being able to stay at home and work, and then having to go out, especially in the summertime, struggling trying to breathe anyway, and then I have to put on a mask, and then there's people on top of you. It's just like,
Yeah,
so yeah.
yeah.
But hopefully one day we can just the Omarion can take his tail back to his singing group wherever the heck he came from,
Yeah,
and Rona Jean and the rest of her cousins can go on back to where they
get
came
out of
from and be done. So yeah. All right.
there.
So
Okay.
you got something else to say?
No, I was just gonna ask the people, tell us what you're taking from
Yeah.
2021 and what have you learned. And also, if you're experiencing some of these things that we're talking about with the
Mm-hmm.
anxiety, let us know if you have some practices or routines that you do to help you. Please
Yeah.
share with us
Sure.
and the others because I'm sure there are plenty of others who are struggling with that and just aren't vocal about it. You might help. You
Yeah.
might
Don't
help.
feel embarrassed. Don't feel
Mm-mm.
ashamed, because that's life.
Yep.
That's just how things, and you do tend to deal with things better when you start seeing other people who are in the same situation you're in,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you can learn some things from them, or just have those discussions with them, and just again, don't feel like you're alone, not just in this situation, any situation, because trust me, any and everything you've ever gone through, someone else or a whole lot of people have gone through it. Trust me. I know that people have anxiety about this, because I was at work when this happened, and we had patients calling in talking about anxiety. In the beginning, I was like, dang, we ain't even locked down. Like, they were talking about it, but people were still having anxiety off gate. And so, of course, it took me more time. Mine manifested in a different time, in a different way, but it is what it is, and
Yeah.
I understand it. So there's always somebody out there who is going through what you going through. They've experienced it, maybe at a different capacity, but still.
Yep.
So yes, chat it up, chat it up. All right, so next thing we want to talk about is our word for 2022. Now, me and Monet, we started this together in 2020, and
2019, actually.
2019,
Yeah.
yes. And it's just something that it's just a word that whatever word you want to choose, um and it's just something that you may need to work on, or something that you can manifest, I guess. Or whatever your word. It could be a power word, it could be, like I say, self improvement, it could be anything. Whatever your word is, that is what you want to work towards for the year, and not just stop at the end of the year. It's something that you need to improve, or you want to see in your life, and it's going to be something to continue. So kind of like learning to add things to your life in layers, in a
Yep.
sense. In 20, we shared our word in 2020, New Year's
19.
2020. 2020. That's when we launched the Dope Mom Society.
Okay.
And then Panini happened, so that kind of went downhill. Um, so New Year's 2020, my word was consistency. Um, and then the pandemic happened. Um, but I still worked on consistency. I wanted to work on it more as far as business was related, more in business, and not saying I didn't need it in my personal life, but more in business. But then again, everything happened, everything shut down, but I still did things, put things into place that exhibited me showing consistency. And I carried that word into 2021, and I feel like I've gotten better with being consistent in certain areas in my life that I targeted. But that doesn't mean that I stop just because it's a new year, right?
Yeah.
But this year I have a new word, because I feel like I got consistency pretty much under control. Still at work, room for improvement.
Yeah.
But so my word this year is flourish.
I like that. I like
Because
that.
that is what I need to do. I need to flourish. And financially, spiritually, I mean everything. I just need to flourish. I need to break free and just grow.
Yeah.
That is a big thing, a big concept that's not happened in my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to set things into motion to make that come to pass, to manifest that, sis.
That's what's up. I like that word. I like that.
Might buy me some wings.
Not chicken wings.
Right. Be around here looking like a plus size V secret model. Girl.
Really.
Anyway, so yeah, that's my word for 2022.
Good.
So what about you?
So my word when we first came up with this was serenity. And I started off pretty strong. I had committed to doing certain things that I know, like I would meditate or I would do devotional readings, things of that nature to help keep my peace. I fell off big time when the pandemic started. When I moved away, it was just like everything on one on top of another kind of thing. So I lost my way with that. And boy, did I lose my mind, right? So I still want to keep the same word because I know we're not working to perfect that area or we're working to progress in that area, but I don't think I've progressed enough in that area to move on to something else. So my word for 2022 still remains serenity.
Okay, boo.
Yeah. And I need to get serious about that because peace is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Peace is everything. And I can't be good for anybody else if I'm not good for myself.
Exactly.
So, yeah, serenity.
Well, so guys, again, comment below. What is your word? Have you thought about this before? Have you done this before? If so, have you seen progress? Have you seen yourself improve behind choosing a word and focusing on that word for the year? Or if you want to do it for 6 months, it's up to you.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it gives you something to look forward to, and it starts it's like a catalyst to start you towards goal building.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can say you want things, but just because you want it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Unless it's something materialistic and you got somebody that's willing to spend money on you. I want some boots. Boom, boom, there it is. But if you want things to happen in your life, you have to strategize to make them happen. Even when it comes to spirituality.
Yeah.
Faith without works.
It's dead.
Okay. So we have decided to do something like a vision board. I've made vision boards in the past. None of them have come to fruition. I've made like 2 or 3. Always, with the pictures and the big bold words, and that was all. And I still have my one from, I think it was 2000. It wasn't 2019, it was 2020, maybe it was 2018, I can't remember, but it's under my couch. It was a big old poster board one. We had fun when we made it. We had a vision board party, but I didn't. That was it. First of all, when I got home, I was like, I ain't about to hang this on my wall. I ain't gonna tacky.
And the problem with vision boards, sometimes you're only focusing on materialistic things.
Materialistic things we do.
Yeah.
And then you also don't set a plan.
Yeah.
So the next year, 2019, So maybe I did that one either 2018 or 2020. So, but I do know for sure in 2019, when I was a hardcore planner junkie, you know, doing all of the washi tapes and the you know, the art part to it. I had a dashboard that I put in my planner and I turned it into a vision board. But I just put the words, the things that I was going to do. And it was 2019. Someone in a group suggested, you know, it's 2019. Let's make some vision boards. The 19 things you're going to, you know, do in 2019. So I came across that darn thing this past week as I was building my new planner. And I was like, girl, you don't even do but like three to 40 things. Girl, I ain't seen that thing since. So yeah, again, you're just making a list. That's not goal planning. That's not goal setting. Just making a list, because you have to give. It's a strategy. I mean, I ain't even gonna go. You have to strategize. You have to plan.
Yeah.
So this year, we made manifestation boards. We're gonna manifest that, sis. And of course, we have t-shirts. We made our manifestation boards, which simply list our goals, because you know that's basically what it is, goal planning, but in the form of affirmations. Okay, and then those affirmations are broken down into some action steps to get us started. Now, that doesn't mean that that's all that, you know, we have to do as far as action steps, but it's to get us started. Plus, it's a manifestation board, so we ain't trying to have all of that stuff listed on.
Right.
You got to move from it's just a jump start and something to, you know, get you started.
Yeah.
The thing that we did was we put them in a frame instead of putting it on the board or put it in the book. This way you can hang it up. It's simply for aesthetics, and you know, you can look at it, because in a book I have to go pick it up. I have to go get my planner. I was at one point looking at my planner every day. Now I'm back into looking at my planner every day, but I may not look at that every day, right? With a poster board, if it's not hung up, which it wasn't, it's out of sight, out of mind. So
yeah, and if you create it with like a picture frame or something in that nature, you can create it to match your home decor. That way you won't mind putting it up. Because I know I'm not gonna put a colorful poster board up in my living room or at my desk where I do my work. I'm not gonna do that. So doing it in the form of a frame or shadow box or whatever, you can pick it out according to your home decor, so that you will post up, hang it up,
and put it somewhere where you know you are a lot
all
during
the
the
time.
day. So where I'm sitting now, when I'm not working my 8 to 5, I'm here. Now where I'm gonna put it, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out, because it's a hot mess over here. But I'm gonna figure it out. So yes. So let's just get to it. We're going to share our Manifest That Sis boards with you tonight. And yeah, we're gonna just share it and hope that, you know, we can inspire you to, you know, you don't have to do it like this. You can do whatever, but just to know that in order to reach your goals, you have to plan. You have to make plans. You have to set goals, action plans, and you have to actually work towards them.
Yep.
That's
and
the
seeing them
thing.
every day is a constant reminder.
And speak power. Speak it over your life.
Yeah.
So
Using words like "I will," things of that nature, that you know you're speaking it into existence, not just a word. Yeah.
So
Let me go first.
You want to go first?
Sure. All right.
Dun 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 dun. Ain't that's a big ass.
So
Did I say ass? Too late.
not cuss.
Too late. Too late.
All right. So here's mine. And yes, it is
Yeah.
big. It is a 16 by 20 frame. And my living room is gray, so I have a silver frame, and it's going to go by my desk because that's where I spend most of my time in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I did put my word for 2022 up here, serenity.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to read what I have up here. Okay. So I will focus on my health, plan daily meals weekly, and make more natural choices. Have patience with myself. Set aside time to disconnect and recharge. I will focus on my finances. I will use spending envelopes. I will not create more debt in 2022. And I will save for a special family vacation.
Okay.
I will focus on my business. I will stop being scared of success. I will make time for admin duties, and I will get out there and connect with others.
Okay, girl.
I know, but I struggle with that. I will focus on Ashley Monet. I will set boundaries with the people in my life. It is okay for me to say no, and I will stand firm on my values and what I believe in, no matter what other people may think. That is my 2022 manifestation board.
And how do you feel about when you read those back? Do you feel any kind of way like right now? Does anything make you stir you up on the inside, or?
I mean, for one, it gets me excited
Yeah.
because I know that the time I put into thinking about those things were things that I struggle with, right?
Mhm.
And I'm always about growth and becoming a better person. And I was actually honest with myself because I'll say for my business, for one, you know, you would encourage me a lot, and I'm in denial about a lot of things sometimes, but like being afraid of success and being afraid to connect with people, I was like, let me be honest, I need to do this because I know that's the only way that I'm going to grow is if I stop. The number one thing is being afraid of success. Stop hiding behind it. Um, with my health, the one thing that really stuck out for me was being patient with myself because I beat myself up a lot. You know that, right? And I be looking for quick results like, dang, I'm doing this, but I don't see nothing, or. And then the number one thing, well, I'll say the number one thing of all of it would be focusing on Ashley Monet and setting those boundaries with the people in my life, learning how to say no.
Because it's a complete sentence.
Really,
It
it really
needs no
is.
explanation.
And I have to learn to do that. And then, standing firm on my beliefs and my values and not worry about what other people say. But that learning to say no thing, you know, that's the only way I'm going to take control over my life. So that one is like the biggest one for me aside from my business.
Yep. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl.
Can't wait to see how it goes. And then we come back and let the people know, like,
I think you're going to flourish.
Yep.
So my word, which I had to throw my word up here last night when we talked, I was like, shit, I had to put my word up here because I had already made my board. So I just slid it up. So mine is flourish. I don't know. Can y'all read it? I might have to change it to black, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my board, and my board was an 11 by 14, I believe. And yeah, I did white because I wanted white and black, just because decor, easy.
Yeah.
So I broke mine down into personal, business, finances, and health. So my personal one says I will travel. I will create a travel bucket list, which I've kind of already started. We started like low key a while ago. But I'm gonna actually make it a point to really focus on the things, starting with our country, because Omarion and them out there acting the fool. So create a travel bucket list, apply for a passport, and buy a new suitcase.
That was great. I like that.
Buy me a new suitcase.
I like that.
My second one is in business, I will grow. That's pretty much anybody in business, they just want to grow all together.
Yeah.
So the steps, the first couple of steps that I wrote down were to have a goal planner, which I've already created and started using. Complete certifications, certain things that I'm courses that I'm taking right now to help me not just improve. Lord, am I getting blurry? Okay, sorry. Um, to not just make me more marketable in the workplace, but in my business as well.
Yep.
Um, and set a work schedule. Like, I should have put FR for behind it, like, because I talk about that, but
Yeah.
like I really need to set a set work schedule for my businesses after 8 to 5, or even, I've even thought of, maybe I'll get up earlier, but I think I'm going to get up earlier to focus more on myself. Um, but after 5 o'clock, I need to say, this is what I'm going to be doing between this time and this time for this business, and so on and so forth. This will be shipping days. This will be production. Because I just go, 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 go. And
Mhm.
sometimes I don't know how to turn it off. And, that manifesting your body in different ways.
Yeah.
Um, my next category is under finances. I will budget. Evil word. Anyway,
That's a word nobody really wants to
nobody wants
hear.
to hear that because the reality of it sucks. But in the long run, it's gonna be worth it.
Yes.
Um, and I will, again, planner. If I have a finance planner, which I have, and I've already started using it again, it's nothing new. It's just actually doing it right
Yeah. Yeah.
consistently. Um, Using the envelope system, and we can talk about that on another time if you guys are interested in that. Um, Drop that in the comments, and I can teach you about the envelope system and how to get them. The third thing is weekly planning, because you have to set aside, and not just for budgeting, but period, weekly
Yeah.
planning. So Sundays, like today, so once we're done recording, it's on my board back here, the things that I have to accomplish today, my top 5, and planning is one of them. Getting back into on Sunday planning for the week. And of
Yeah.
course things change, but for the most part, everything's gonna be the same.
Yeah.
um let's see. And my last category is health, and it simply says I will live healthy, or healthier. I could say healthier. And how I'm gonna do that is to eat cleaner, to meal plan. Again, I have that in my planner. To increase my activity,
Yeah.
and daily devotion. Because yeah,
Yeah. Health ain't just about losing weight.
spiritual, your spiritual being it plays a big part in all of that.
Yeah.
So that is my.
I love it. I love it.
I don't know what that was I just did, but it is what it is.
I love it. So we definitely encourage you guys to take a moment. It don't you do it however you want to design it. Take a moment to pick out 3, 4, even if you only have 2 things that you want to work on. But when you do your manifestation board, again, make sure that you are making a statement. I will,
I
or yeah, I
am.
will, or I will focus. Like,
Mhm.
make a statement because it is an affirmation.
Mhm.
And then the steps, 2 or 3 steps, more if you like, of what you'll do to accomplish that statement.
Mhm.
Um, and again, you can have more that's not listed there, but those are your starters. Those are the small things that you know that you are going to focus on, on a daily basis.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. And hang it up. Let us know in the
Right.
future. Like, you can reach out to us via social media and share your boards with us.
Yes. Tag
Let us see
us.
your boards.
Tag
Please
us.
let us see what you decide to do.
Mhm.
Um, but we encourage you to make it a manifestation board. That way you'll focus on more than just tangible things or materialistic things. They can be materialistic, but dig a little deeper. Yep.
Because to get to those materialistic things, you have to, there's other things that you need to do in order. It's like, okay, if I did not have a house right now, there's steps that I need to make in order to get a house or a car or a boat or whatever. So what are those things that need to take place?
Yeah.
Because those are the habits that you want to get into. You know, if it's budgeting and saving money, you want to not just get into it to get that thing, but you want to be able to continue with it, continue the savings, continue the budget once you get those things. And I encourage you all to get a planner. Get a planner. It don't gotta be fancy. I come from, I'm in the plan, I'm a planner girl, like for real. It's a whole community out there. But get a planner. I don't care how simple, how fancy, whatever, and make it and use it for functionality. And you know, I'm gonna just put this plug in there. If you want just a manifest journal, a planner, I have a digital download on my website. I will link it below in the description. You know, you can print it out and, you know, help you get started. I think I made it like a year or two ago, and you know, people have bought it, and I mean, I've used it. You can, and I think I have a printable vision board on there. So if you want to do that and frame it, you can. But definitely set it in the form of affirmations and plan. Plan. Meaning, you know, you set your goal and then you write down the steps that are necessary for you to complete that goal. And give yourself, also one thing I didn't mention, give yourself deadlines. Because that's the other part, that sometimes if you don't set deadlines, some people like, well, I ain't got to do this to them, and you just keep pushing it off. Pushing it off. And then next thing you know, it's 2025.
Right.
And you still haven't watered that plant.
But in doing that with the deadlines, as long as you're setting yourself up for success, if you don't reach all of those things, give yourself some grace.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up.
It is okay.
But definitely
set it up,
hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
You know, what that's when you dig a little deeper. And I think that's also that's also in my manifestation journal. What kept you from this?
Yeah.
Because it could be anything, you know, it could be, you know, family stuff, it could be lack of support. And then you have to dig a little deeper. Then what can I do to XYZ? So don't beat yourself up, but hold yourself accountable, because this is a goal that you set that you can reach. You might have to work a little harder than the next person, but don't give up. So yeah,
you got this, sis and bro.
Okay, because this is for men too.
Y'all can do that too.
I mean, we do target women because we're women. We only can tell things from our perspective. But this is for men too. I mean, if y'all want some manifest that, bro, we can do that too. But this is for everyone. This is for everyone. And real quick, let me go ahead. The t-shirts, again, I'll link that. If you want a t-shirt, I'll link that below. You know, because we're gonna be rocking these shirts. And we want people to feel empowered, and at peace, and to have control over your life. Like, a lot of the things that go on in our life, we can control.
Yeah,
we really can. I wish I would have known that when I was younger. We put too much. We give other people and the devil too much credit for when things. I'm saying what I said, and I said it, and I said it. For why things don't happen.
Yeah.
And I can say that because I was once that person. But
we are a society of lack of accountability. Period. Not saying that some things don't affect, but
right.
You're in
So
control.
I am a big believer in change those things that you can change, and everything else leave it to God and be done. Don't stress over it. There's nothing you can do. There's some things you literally cannot change. That is that's you're just gonna have to learn how to get over it
Yeah.
and accept it and move on. Work on those things that you can change, that you can improve. That's if you adopt that mindset, you'll be able to handle things a whole lot better
Yeah.
and deal with things and get more things accomplished. So
So maybe like halfway through the year or something, we can reconnect and see how things are
yes,
going.
we're gonna put
And
that on my
then,
planner.
yeah,
6 months. So June,
yeah,
the end of June, we're gonna come back and we'll figure out the details on what we want to share and where we are. And
we will
that
definitely
helps hold us accountable.
bingo,
Tell somebody as
bingo.
well. I mean, I don't have any of this written down, so stuff is just coming to me. Like, I know we live in a society, and I don't know if it's just a society or our culture as Black people to move in silence. I don't feel like that is something that is beneficial to people. I'm not saying you got to go and advertise everything that you do, but I
Yeah,
think there are people who that can be genuinely happy for you, even if it is on Facebook. Forget it, because at the end of the day, what's for you is what's for you. Um, so I feel like when you tell people certain things, it helps to hold you accountable.
yeah, yeah,
So if you want to, plus not only that, it helps you find resources, whatever it is that you're doing. Because say I'm going to use business as an example, because it's just easy. Say you want to start a business and you post, I'm going to start a shoe company. Yeah, you're gonna probably have a bunch of congratulations, blah blah yada yada. But there's gonna be some people that's gonna be out there and be like, look, if you need such and such, let me know. Or this is what I did and this helped me. And not saying that everything that someone gives you is going to work for you, but it's a resource to try, to see, to look into. So don't be afraid to share. I mean,
yeah,
people gonna hate regardless. I don't care about them.
yeah. So yeah, maybe after doing your board, find you an accountability partner,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all stick together,
Mm-hmm.
and then revisit that thing 6 months from now and be like, or how frequently you need to. Where you at?
Mm-hmm.
Where you at?
Have the
You know.
discussion. Be
Yeah.
honest with yourself too.
Yes.
Cause fronting ain't no future in it, yo.
It's not gonna help.
It's not. Like,
It's not gonna help.
you can sit here and a lot of times when you up here fronting, people know, just be straight up,
Yeah.
because it's only hurting you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you're not hurting me from not being straight up. You're hurting yourself. So just be straight up and be honest, and that's gonna help you. That's gonna help you even plan. That's gonna help you plan better for the things
Yeah.
that you want.
Yep.
So
I agree.
get it popping. Uh, why we put
Yeah.
on the end of stuff anyway?
So before y'all go to go get your party on and whatever you do for your festivities to
Mm-hmm.
bring in the new year, I did want to share some words of encouragement. This can apply to men or women, but it's something that I saw on social media and I really, really loved it.
Mm-hmm.
So it says to the woman, to the women who are labeled dot dot dot. So to the person who is labeled aggressive, keep being assertive. To the person who is labeled bossy, keep being a leader. To the person who is labeled difficult, keep telling the truth. To the person who is labeled too much, keep taking up space. To the person who is labeled awkward, keep on asking hard questions. Please do not shrink yourself to make people happy. Be yourself because you're beautiful that way.
Period. How many of those have you been called? Because I know, especially in the workplace, I've been the aggressive one. I've been the bossy one. I've been difficult, and I've never been called awkward. But I was considered. It was. I don't remember how they would word it, but it was because I was always asking the hard questions.
Yeah. So mine would be the awkward, but it wasn't phrased as awkward, because I dig deep
Mm-hmm.
and ask questions. Um, and probably bossy sometimes.
Sometimes I just know what need to be done.
Yeah. And you know what? In some relationships, the aggressive. Um, yeah. So yeah, keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
And as long as you know your intentions are pure
Mm-hmm.
and positive. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
you doing these things and your intentions are to be negative, stop
Mm-hmm.
it.
Please cut it, cut
You-
it out. It's what
but
Bob
if your
say.
intentions are positive and the receivers are calling you these things because they don't want to deal, don't stop. Keep being who you are
Yep.
because that's what makes you you.
I agree.
We don't want to be robotic around here. We want to be
Period.
who we are,
Mm-hmm.
but just have positive intentions behind it.
That's it. That's all.
Yep.
So, with that said, ladies and gents, we gonna be out, and we hope you guys enjoy this video. Again, leave a comment, just have some discussions. We'll be on because I ain't going nowhere.
Mm-mm.
At midnight.
Yep.
And we want to chat it up with you. Um, and just get it talking, get it stirred up in the comments. And also, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you like this video. We may not be doing a New Year's Eve video throughout the year, but if you like this type of content, if you like the
Let us
video, it'll help us know that we should expand on it. Or is it expound? Anyway,
know.
we hope you guys have a wonderful and safe New
Yes.
Year's
Don't
Eve.
drink and drive.
Please don't. Please don't. And stay safe.
Yes.
And
And share.
please share.
And we'll see y'all January 19th.
19th. See y'all later. Bye.